Let's just settle into our meditation posture. Checking your feet and your body. You want to be nicely aligned. Imagine your spine is lengthening. So we just start to go inwards. And just check your breath. Just notice the sensation of the air as you're inhaling and exhaling. Notice if there's any sounds in your environment. So try not to follow them. And then just notice what's arising in the mind. And try not to judge or have opinions. Just allow the thoughts. You can be like a scientific observer, just watching. It's really good to know what's in the mind, but you don't have to necessarily, rejoice that you actually can see what's there. So don't try not to judge it. We're all the same. We're all human. We all have stuff. And then just very quickly think about all those people of your life, your loved ones, the ones you don't like so much. And then there's strangers. They're remembering that they're all equal and they wish to be happy and they wish to be free from suffering. And in having this extraordinary capacity for enlightened mind. So with this purification practice, remembering there is no negativity that cannot be purified. And this purification process is basically psychological. So because we are creating negativity with our mind, so we can change it equally by creating positivity with our mind instead. So sincerely regret, to start with, from the depths of your heart, anything you've done to harm any living being on this day, in this life, and in all past lives. And you can think of specific actions of both your body and your speech. And then you can think, remembering the reason we regret is based on this logic of karma. So we experience everything due to our past actions, our past karma. Having harmed others, we're going to experience some kind of suffering in the future. Logically, it would make sense to pull out these karmic seeds before they ripen as future suffering for us. So think like this: I regret from the depths of my heart having harmed others with my body and my speech, having broken my vows, because I do not want the future suffering. I'm sick of suffering. And also regret the anger, attachment, and the rest that are the cause of why we harm others. And think again, I'm sick of this suffering. And then think, what can I do about it? Whom can I turn to? So here we come, excuse me, to the power of reliance. So we rely upon, we turn to the Buddha, who we see as a doctor, who has the methods that we can use to purify. And it's not that we're asking Buddha to forgive us, we're using his methods to heal ourselves. So you can imagine Vajrasattva upon the crown of your head, a couple of inches above, facing the same way as you. You can just think also that this is the mind of your teacher manifesting in this form for your benefit. So you can imagine he's made of radiant, blissful white light, sitting cross-legged on a white lotus and a moon cushion. He has a beautiful, radiant face with long eyes shaped like lotus petals, and he's peaceful and full of love and compassion for you and all those people of your life. He has a sweet red mouth. His hair is black and held up in a top knot. His arms are crossed at his heart, the left underneath the right. The left is holding a bell representing wisdom, and the right is holding a vajra, which represents the indestructibility of compassion. And their being crossed represents a union of these two, which symbolize enlightenment itself, the development of infinite wisdom and infinite compassion. To the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, May I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. Someone's not muted. Oh, there we go. So there's a little section here on compassion. So remembering we need to rely on other beings in order to develop compassion. So those beings we have harmed, those who have harmed us, and just think, may they be free from suffering. So we come to the power of the remedy, and this is the actual medicine doing the practice of purification. So we start with the body, and Vajrasattva very compassionately sends powerful white nectar, almost like coming out of a hose, quite forcefully from his heart, and it arcs around and enters your crown and pours into your entire body, filling you completely, and it keeps pouring into you until it forces out of all your lower orifices all the harm you have ever done to any living being with your body in the form of inky liquid. And this pours out of you and disappears into space, not one atom left, as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpiyata Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpiyata Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpiyata Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpiyata Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpiyata Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpiyata Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpiyata Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe. So be delighted that all the harm you've ever done to any sentient being with your body is now completely purified, and think there's no way you could do anything but benefit others now with the body. So next is a purification of the speech, and Vajrasattva now very happily sends powerful nectar from his heart chakra, and this arcs around and quite forcefully enters your crown and fills your entire body, except this time forcing up to the top of your body all the negativity of your speech, which overflows and disappears into space, not one atom left. So just imagine that all the gossip and the harsh speech, useless speech and lying and talking badly about others behind their backs, getting other people to agree with you, all of this is purified by this powerful nectar filling you and overflowing as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpiyata Sawa Kama Sita Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. Vajrasapa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasapa Dina Patita Tita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. Vajrasapa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasapa Dina Patita Tita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. Vajrasapa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasapa Dina Patita Tita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. Vajrasapa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasapa Dina Patita Dita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. Vajrasapa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasapa Dina Patita Dita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. So again, feel so happy that your speech is now completely purified, and imagine it's not possible to do anything other than benefit others now with your speech. And the next is a purification of the mind, and Vajrasattva now very compassionately sends powerful beams of light from his heart chakra, and this arcs around it, enters your crown, and fills your entire being. So again, the same as when you walk into a pitch black room and you switch on the light instantly dispels the darkness in the room. So imagine the same thing happening to your mind. So the moment the light from Vajrasattva's heart touches your heart chakra, all the darkness of the negativity of your mind, so all the attachment and anger, greediness, bitterness, and grudges and jealousy, all of this completely purified as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha Ha Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anarakta Miboa, Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kama Sita Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabala Mahasamaya Satra Ah Hum Pe. Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dita Miboa, Sutokaya Miboa, Sipokaya Miboa, Anurakta meboa sawa siddhi mimpi yatta sawa kama sita me. Sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan. Sawa tata gata vajramame mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya sattva ahum pe. Vajrasattva samayam manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita. Tira meboa sutokaya meboa sipokaya meboa. Anurakta meboa sawa siddhi mimpi yatta sawa kama sita me. Sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan. Sawa tata gata vajramame mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya sattva ahum pe. So again, be delighted that all your delusions, which are the source of all of our own suffering and the cause of why we harm others with our body and our speech, are completely purified. Just imagine they're all gone. Excuse me. And there's no space in your heart now for anything other than love and kindness and forgiveness and wisdom and bliss and compassion. So next is the purification of the imprints of negativity of body, speech, and mind. So imagine Vajrasattva sends light and nectar. So you're just giving it an extra wash. As this light and nectar mantra eradicates even the subtlest imprints of negative energy from your mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dina Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yatsa Sawa Kamasita Me Sitam Triyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dina Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta meboa sawa siddhi mimpi yatta sawa kama sita me sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajramame mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya sattva ahum pe vajrasattva samaya manupalaya vajrasattva dina patita dina meboa sutokaya meboa supokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawa siddhi mimpi yatta sawa kama sita me sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Sawa tata gata vajramame mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita Dina meboa sutokaya meboa supokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawa siddhi mimpi yatta sawa kama sita me sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajramame mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita Dina meboa sutokaya meboa supokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawa siddhi mimpi yatta sawa kama sita me sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajramame mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita Dina meboa sutokaya meboa supokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawa siddhi mimpi yatta sawa kama sita me sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajramame mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita Dina meboa sutokaya meboa supokaya meboa Anarakta meboa sawa siddhi mimpi yatta sawa kama sita me sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajramame mutta vajrabawa mahasamaya sattva ahum pe. Now feel you're completely purified. Not one atom of negativity is left in your mind stream. Just imagine even the subtlest imprints or subtlest obscurations to your enlightenment have been removed. So now we come to resolve. We can just meditate for a couple of minutes. This final step. So as we've been doing, thinking of something that you want to work on, making a determination to refrain from harming with your body and speech and mind. Now imagine that Vajrasattva is delighted with us and wanting to merge with your mind, melts into white light and absorbs into you through your crown. And think my guru, my teacher's body, speech, and mind, and Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, and my own body, speech, and mind are the same thing. So next, Rinpoche recommends to meditate on the emptiness of the three circles. In emptiness, there is no I, the creative negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma, and there is no negative karma created. So at whatever level you understand emptiness, place your mind there for a little while, just a moment or two. We can imagine that all phenomena are empty. They don't exist from their own side. And you can also think that perhaps the way things appear to me may not necessarily be the way they actually exist. So let's just dedicate all the merit, all the positive energy you've created by doing this purification to all living beings, and think, may all the virtuous karma I've created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And also for maybe a quick dedication for Lorraine to get a new car. All right.
Well, my car is fine. I love it. I just want it to get better.
Yeah. Well, it might not, but if you have a good mechanic, it might. Okay. His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the wish-granting, wish-fulfilling jewel, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, to the incomparably kind Tenzin Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. And for Lama Zopa Rinpoche, you uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjana's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplishes magnificent prayers, honoring the three jewels, savor of myself and others, your disciples. Please, please live long. And for Lama Ursel Venerable One, to you whose kindness exceeds that of all the conquerors, for those wanderers in far-off places, especially the West, mindful of your loving concern for us in intentionally descending again into a family of a far distant land, we make this request, O Lama, please, please live long. And Vageshe Shara, beloved teacher, leading your students toward wisdom and compassion, explaining through exacting discernment the steps of the graduated path. You are the unequal guide. Please live a long and stable life. Okay, everyone. Well, Lorraine, it might get better, but
it's gotten me out of so much stuff. I have a history with my car, so
I know we all fall in love with our cars and we start to think that they're sentient, but really they're not. It's just attachment.
That way, yeah.
All right, everybody. Good night. Lots of love, and I will see you tomorrow evening. Okay, thank you for hosting. Was it Michael hosting? Yeah. And Shayla, wherever you are. Shayla's gone. Okay. All right, everybody. Lots of love. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much, Venerable.